On the sacred land of Jammu and Kashmir, many divine souls were born, who not only illuminated their families but also brought fame to the entire region. One of these is Baba Maimal Ji, who is still worshipped by many as the family deity. His worship, especially in Jammu and Kashmir, is done with great reverence. Baba Maimal Ji was born in a Brahmin family of the Upal caste, which was famous for its knowledge and religious practices at that time. His birth date is considered highly auspicious. It is said that he was born on the full moon day of the Kartik month, a very sacred day in Hinduism. This story takes us to a small village in the Aknor district from many years ago. There lived a simple but devout couple, Pilu Brahman and Radha Devi. This couple was deeply involved in worship and religious rituals. However, one thing was incomplete in their life. They had no children. They were both quite old, between the ages of 90 to 100 years. One night, Pilu Brahman had a miraculous dream. He saw divine light emerging from behind a mountain far from his home, which merged into a large tree. At that moment, he also realized that if the root of that tree was washed with water and consumed, a son could be born to their family. The dream was so vivid and impactful that Pilu Brahman shared it with his wife as soon as morning came. Without any delay, Pilu Brahman went behind the mountain. There he found the very tree he had seen in his dream. A sense of peace and divinity surrounded the tree. He carefully cut its root, washed it in water, and brought the water back home. He gave this water to his wife Radha Devi to drink. By the grace of God, soon after, the miracle happened that they had been waiting for years. On the full moon day of Kartik month, Radha Devi gave birth to a son. This was no ordinary child. He was born with a divine glow and supernatural powers. The child was named Maimal, and as he grew, he became famous as Baba Maimal. At the time of his birth, his mother was about 80 to 90 years old. The birth of Baba Maimal brought great joy to the village. Celebrations were held everywhere. Villagers came to congratulate Pilu Brahman and Radha Devi. Priests were invited to make the child's horoscope. When the priest saw the child's future, his eyes gleamed with amazement. He declared, "This child is no ordinary human. He possesses the power of God himself. Not only will he bring fame to your family, but he will also elevate the glory of the entire region." Baba Maimal's childhood was very special. Pilu Brahman had a beautiful swing made of sandalwood for him, on which he would swing. As he grew, his divinity and intelligence became the talk of the village. When he turned 5, he was sent to acquire education. Baba Maimal studied for 12 years, learning various forms of knowledge. Not only did he become a scholar of religious texts, but he also mastered supernatural powers and meditation practices. His wisdom and strength were so impactful that, after completing his education, Baba Maimal Ji dedicated his life entirely to simplicity and hard work. He spent most of his time herding cows and buffaloes, farming, and helping the people around him. His life was that of an ideal farmer, one who not only made his land fertile but also spread the message of justice and compassion in society. Baba Maimal Ji was a true farmer. He spent his entire day working while singing praises of God. His heart was filled with compassion, and he was always ready to help those in need. He never tolerated the injustice of landlords and landowners. At that time, landlords and feudal lords were exploiting poor farmers. Baba Maimal Ji realized that something needed to be done to improve the condition of farmers. One day, while Babaji was grazing his cattle, he noticed a piece of land far from his village. The land was completely barren and desolate. Babaji thought that if farming was done on this land, it could become very fertile and benefit many people. This thought inspired him so much that he immediately went to the landowner, Zamindar Bola Samia's house. The Zamindar's landlord, wife Soli, welcomed Baba Maimal Ji respectfully. Babaji said to the Zamindar, "Landlord, I want to grow crops on your barren land. Please allow me to use it." The Zamindar landlord initially couldn't understand this idea. He said, That land is barren. Nothing can grow there. But Baba Maimal Ji firmly replied, I will make that land fertile with my hard work. Just give me permission. The zamindar started trusting Baba Maimal Ji's words. He said, if you can indeed make that land fertile, I grant you permission. An agreement was made between them that whatever crops grew, 1/4, 1/4 of the harvest would belong to the zamindar, landlord. This agreement was written and signed. Baba Maimal Ji accepted the challenge to turn the barren land into fertile soil. With his incredible patience and determination, the land was barren and harsh. Making it fertile was not going to be easy. Baba Maimal Ji worked tirelessly day and night. He dug, leveled the soil, and infused it with new energy. His hard work and dedication achieved what no one had ever thought possible. Baba Maimal Ji made the barren land fertile and sowed wheat seeds in it. His hard work and unwavering faith in God led to a miracle. As Baba Maimal Ji sowed the seeds, plants began sprouting right behind him. Seeing this, the people around were astonished. When the crops were fully grown, word of the miracle spread throughout the area. Everyone started coming to see this incredible harvest. When the crops were ready for harvest, landlord, Zamindar Bola Sahmia, also came to the field. Seeing the harvest, he greedily said, when are you bringing half of this crop to our house? Baba Maimal Ji humbly replied, our agreement was for only 1/4 of the harvest. The Zamindar replied, this land is mine. I can take the entire crop if I want. I want half. Baba Maimal Ji could not tolerate this injustice. He tried to explain, but the zamindar, landlord, remained adamant. Baba Maimal Ji tried to talk to the zamindar, landlord, several times. He even took gifts to his house to remind him of the agreement, but the zamindar, landlord, rejected his every effort. Baba Ji's patience was running thin. The crops lay in the field, but due to the dispute, they couldn't be harvested. In the meantime, the zamindar, landlord, arranged a grand yajna, inviting scholars and villagers from far and wide. Baba Maimal Ji thought that this was the right moment to present his case before the scholars and villagers. On the day of the yajna, Baba Maimal Ji woke up early in the morning. Before leaving the house, he asked his mother to prepare food. His mother said, you are wasting your time again and again. And as for food, there is no provision for water here. I have to go far to bring water. Baba Maimal Ji took this to heart. He diverted the flow of a small nearby river toward his house and said, Mother, I have now arranged the water. As he was leaving, he said to his mother, if I don't get my rights today, I will not show my face alive again. On the way, Baba Maimal Ji stopped at the house of his blacksmith friend. However, his friend was not home. The blacksmith's wife came to the door and asked, what do you need? Baba Ji said, I had asked for a dagger weapon to be made. Is it ready? The blacksmith's wife came out with the dagger and said, here is the dagger, but to use it, you need not only strength but also courage. Upon hearing this, Baba Maimal Ji took it calmly and continued on his journey. Along the way, he bathed, performed Surya Namaskar, and calmed his mind. When Baba Maimal Ji reached the landlord's court, there were several learned pundits and villagers present. Baba Ji presented his case before the pundits in the gathering. The scholars told the landlord, Baba Maimal Ji should be given his rightful share. The landlord's wife also supported Baba Ji. However, the landlord remained firm in his demand for half the share. The scholars and villagers said, if you do not give Baba Maimal Ji his right, we will not eat here. Baba Maimal Ji refused to give up. He left the court and stood under an old banyan tree nearby. He said to the tree, you are the mother of my faith. Today I will give my life in your lap and end this injustice. In the landlord's court, when the pundits and villagers supported Baba Maimal Ji, the landlord in anger threatened, if anyone leaves without eating, I will banish them from this area. Afraid, everyone sat down and began preparing to eat. Meanwhile, Baba Maimal Ji was determined to fulfill his vow. He drew out his dagger and stabbed it into his abdomen. As soon as the dagger struck, he fell to the ground. At that moment, a miraculous event began. As the people at the court began eating, suddenly the rice in their plates turned into ants and the dal turned red like blood. The frightened people abandoned their food and fled. The landlord's terror no longer worked. A servant girl from the landlord's house had been watching this from a distance. She nervously approached Baba Maimal Ji and, gathering courage, tried to straighten him. She used her foot to move his body. Baba Maimal Ji, in a weak voice, said, "You straightened me with your foot today. If you had done so with your hands, I would have taken you with me to heaven. But no matter." Baba Maimal Ji warned the servant girl, "Leave this place immediately and go far away. I will destroy the landlord and his descendants. They will have to bear the consequences of the injustice done here." The servant girl took his words seriously and left the place immediately. Meanwhile, when the people learned that Baba Maimal Ji had stabbed himself, there was chaos in the court. Fear spread throughout the landlord's house and the village. When the news of Baba Maimal Ji's self-sacrifice spread, people rushed to him. They lifted him and began to take him back to his village. Along the way, Babaji was rested at a special spot. It was here that Babaji expressed his last wishes. Baba Maimal Ji told the people, "This place will be sacred to me. After my death, my shrine should be built here." Then he picked up a stone and said, "Make a statue of me from this stone and install it here. Also, plant a banyan tree here. This tree will symbolize the power of this place and my blessings." After saying this, Baba Maimal Ji gave up his body. As soon as he passed away, his power entered the stone. When his mother was informed and reached the spot, Baba Maimal Ji had already left his physical body. His mother lamented at the spot, accepting Babaji's greatness and vowed to fulfill his last wishes. Baba Maimal Ji's shrine was built at that very spot. The stone he had given became a sacred statue there. The dagger was placed near the statue, crafted in the form of a chain. A large banyan tree was planted, which still stands today, providing sacred shade to devotees. Today, every year, thousands of devotees visit Baba Maimal Ji's shrine. People come with their wishes and pray there, believing that every wish is fulfilled by Babaji's blessings. His sacrifice and dedication to justice are remembered with reverence. If you like this video, please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to the EpicVeda channel. On this channel, you will find stories of local deities, mythological tales of place deities, amazing information related to religion and culture, and mysterious accounts of Hindu temples. I, Narendra Singh, will continue to bring such insightful and interesting religious videos for you. Your support and love inspire us. Thank you.